Let's talk about Asia. It's a continent on a scale that's almost hard to wrap your head around. It's not just the biggest piece of land on the planet, it's a place of the most extreme highs and lows you can imagine. Here, geography isn't just in the background, it's the star of the show.
And that, right there, is the big question we're tackling. How on earth did one single continent end up with such incredible extremes? You've got these vast, fertile plains on one hand, and then you've got mountains that literally scrape the top of the sky.
So to get our answer, we're going to take a trip together. Think of it as a vertical journey, okay? We're starting at the very foundation of the continent and climbing our way step by step all the way to the top of the world. All right, every journey has a starting point. Ours begins down at sea level, in these absolutely massive and crucial river plains. This is ground zero, you could say, the very bedrock of civilization in Asia. You know, this is where you can really see the connection between the land and the people. You've got these legendary rivers like the Indus and the Ganges feeding the Great Plains of Asia. That combination, water and rich soil, was the perfect recipe for farming. It allowed entire societies to just, boom, flourish, turning these areas into cradles of civilizations that have supported billions of people for thousands of years. Okay, so we're leaving the flatlands behind and we begin to climb. And the first thing we hit, well, it's not just a mountain range. It's a colossal wall of rock and ice that completely redefines the entire continent.
The power of this thing is just undeniable. The Himalayas are so enormous, they literally carve India away from the rest of Asia, creating what we call a subcontinent. And this isn't just a line on a map. It's a real-deal physical barrier that has shaped everything. It traps monsoon rains. It lets unique cultures develop in isolation. It's been a major player in history for millions of years.
So, we've seen the base, we've hit the wall, what's next? Well, now it's time to climb it. Let's go see the view from the very top of our planet. And here they are, the heavyweights, the three highest peaks in the entire Himalayan range. But you'll notice the heights are missing. We're going to reveal them one by one, so we can really appreciate the staggering scale of what we're climbing. Our first summit is Makalu. Its peak stands at an incredible 8,462 meters. I mean, just picture that. That's almost 9 kilometers straight up into the sky. But we're still going up. Next on our climb, Kanchenjunga. And we're pushing even higher to a dizzying 8,586 meters above sea level. And finally, here we are, the pinnacle, the absolute highest point on the surface of the Earth, 8,848 meters.
This, of course, is the legendary Mount Everest. There is simply nowhere higher to stand on this planet. This is it.
Now look at those numbers all laid out. You can really start to grasp the immense scale we're talking about. These aren't just mountains, they are truly the titans of our world. But you know what? Hitting the highest peak isn't actually the end of our journey, because right next to these giants lies something even more vast, a massive, elevated chunk of land known by a very famous name. It's called the Roof of the World, and that isn't just some poetic nickname. It refers to the Tibetan Plateau, which is, officially, the highest and largest plateau on the entire planet. No contest. So why that specific name? Well, it breaks down into 3 pretty simple reasons. First, it is factually the world's highest plateau. Second, its average elevation is a staggering 5,000 meters. And third, it's literally boxed in by the world's mightiest mountain ranges, including the very Himalayas we just climbed. So yeah, it definitely earns the title Roof of the World. And so, our journey is complete. We've gone all the way from the fertile river plains, those cradles of civilization, and climbed right past the highest peaks to stand on the very roof of the world.
Which leaves us with one final powerful question to think about. I mean, these landscapes were formed millions of years ago, but their influence is felt every single day. So, how do these ancient giant features of Asia continue to shape the climate, the resources, and the day-to-day lives of billions of people right now?